shortage of incredible restaurants in West Michigan, but with so many options, how do you choose where to indulge? I'm Riley Mack with 13 on Your Side, and I've set out to find the tastiest spots in the area. And I'm documenting my journey in a series called 13 Eats. Let's dive in with our first destination right here in Grand Rapids for the battle of the best chicken sandwich. Today we're on the hunt for the best fried chicken sandwich in the Grand Rapids area. Our first stop is at Hancock, and they're going head to head with Jujubird at the downtown market.
Right off of Wealthy Street in Easttown, you'll find Hancock. It's a family-friendly chicken paradise, bathed in sunlight, with a bar, outdoor games, and an incredible patio. They start with super fresh Amish chicken, which is brined for 36 hours in their coating. Then it's dredged through flour and set in the cooler to slack for 24 hours, which helps the skin dry out to get super crunchy when it fries. After you determine your level of sweet or spicy, every sandwich is paired with pickles, lettuce, mayo, cheese, and topped with a toasted bun. And don't worry, they have fries too. And now it's time for us to go over to Jujubird and check out their chicken sandwich. And right in the heart of Grand Rapids is the downtown market. They have a variety of vendors, but tucked right in the back is Jujubird. Their chicken takes a bath in a flour coating with salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder. Their hot chicken sandwich is dredged through a spicy oil sauce, but it doesn't stop there. What makes their hot sandwich truly different is they also slather it in cayenne pepper powder to get an extra hot flavor. And it's all topped with a spicy mayo, slaw, and pickles. And now it's time to take these babies home so my taste buds can put them to the test.
We're gonna turn up the heat with these spicy chicken sandwiches. When we're comparing the two, I definitely think that if you're looking for spice, you need to go to Jujubird. You can definitely tell their focus is on that chicken and the flavors in there, and they knocked it out of the park. With Hancock, we have a focus on the whole sandwich, which is incredible. They've added like the pickles and the cheese and the lettuce and the mayo, and it really makes a well-rounded sandwich. Two totally different options for chicken sandwiches, both incredible. For our next stop, let's take a ride in the 13 Eats Mobile, right next door to Walker for dinner and dessert. Hi, I'm Riley, and today in 13 Eats, we're on your side of town in Walker, trying out Alfano's Restaurante. All right, let's dive in. We have 5 of your guys' favorite dishes here. We've got some pasta, some seafood, some pizza swirls, and their famous pizza over here that looks so incredible. First up, we have some shrimp that's lightly breaded and grilled, almost charred, and it's drizzled with this white lemon sauce with capers. Taking a dip in the ranch is the pepperoni pizza swirls, which are layers of dough, Parmesan, and garlic buttery goodness all swirled into one. It's the perfect pregame to any Italian meal. That's really good. Our pasta dish is a seafood linguine, and it's got some clams, it's got shrimp, some calamari, and it's got this tomato sauce, this super light sauce. I have a feeling this one's gonna be special. It's the carbonara pasta with homemade noodles tossed in a creamy egg sauce, crisp Italian pancetta, and their parsley on top. Best thing I've had all day. This is incredible. The noodles are really taking the backseat and letting this incredible sauce shine. This amazing Parmesan cream sauce, and it lets that prosciutto bring in the salty. It's perfect. We have the deluxe pizza with their homemade pizza crust. It's loaded with ham, pepperoni, sausage, green peppers, mushrooms, and onions. And let me tell you, this crust is immaculate. It has a perfect crunch. Man, I am stuffed. That place was incredible. I have to say my favorite thing on the menu was their carbonara. It was super light and creamy, but still so filling. I'm super full, but there's always room for ice cream, so let's go. And here in Walker, you don't have to go far to get the perfect soft serve. We're here at the Double Dip Depot. Let's see what they have to offer.
I started when I was 14, and it was my first job. I told the owner the first day I worked that I would buy it from him someday. Here we are almost 15 years later. My wife and I bought it 3 years ago, and we couldn't be happier. I hope that this is my first and last job.
We have one of their most popular menu items. We have a parfait, and it's got Oreo and hot fudge kind of layered in there with vanilla ice cream, so you're not just hitting plain ice cream on the bottom. It looks amazing and it's melting, so we gotta dive in soon. This is my first time trying Dole Whip. We've got pineapple and raspberry flavor here.
This is a perfect lactose-free option. This is amazing.
I started as a firefighter about 5 years ago. I get a lot more time during the winter, so I'm paid on call with the city of Walker. I've always had a passion for serving the community. There's nothing that feels better than that.
So we just finished eating some ice cream at the Double Dip Depot. I would highly recommend it to anyone who wants to come out to the Walker area. There is no other way to describe this place than a hole-in-one.
Next, we're headed north to visit what may be the best restaurant in Cedar Springs.
Today we're here in Cedar Springs. You guys at home voted for your favorite restaurant here in town and we get to try it out. I'm here with my lovely co-host Amy.
We are at Nono's. It is a great Italian restaurant. It smells really fantastic in here.
We haven't eaten anything today. We are ready to dive in and carb load. Let's do this. The smell in here is incredible. It smells like bread just coming out of the oven. It smells buttery in here. I can't wait for our meal. What are you most looking forward to?
Yeah, so when I think of Italian food, I think the first thing that comes to mind is kind of the familial aspect of things. You know, you're sitting down with your family, having a big bowl of pasta. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I think that kind of hefty comfort food I'm excited to try.
And having this place owned by a husband and wife duo, I think it adds that family aspect to our meal. So I'm excited.
It's been a passion of ours to cook. You know, I learned as a kid with family, you know, making Italian food and all the recipes from my parents and grandparents from Sicily. And that's just what I know. So we just brought it to the nice community and it's been phenomenal.
I mean, like, are you kidding me? This looks just amazing. So much sauce, so much cheese.
And the smell is immaculate. We have to start somewhere, so what are you choosing?
I've really been eyeing the tortellini, so I think I'm gonna start there. What about you?
This meatball is calling my name. I gotta try it.
All right, let's have a cheers. Let's cheers. Oh my God. That tortellini is so soft, the filling is so creamy, and I think it just is perfect with that little kind of tangy marinara.
This meatball is perfect in every way. It's got that sort of crunchy outside, that texture is amazing. The spices in it are really good. It's got like this Italian seasoning that I'm gonna keep taking bite after bite of this meatball. So we just took a bite of the chicken parm.
It was just, it's perfect. It has that kind of, you know, crunchy exterior. I love how thin it is.
That marinara, I love it.
It's really fresh, but at the same time, I don't know, it's got almost kind of a sweetness to it that contrasts really well with the savory of everything else.
Today we were on your side of town in Cedar Springs. We tried out Nono's Italian restaurant.
Until next time, I'm Amy.
And I'm Riley.
And this is 13 Eats.
Here on 13 Eats, we can never have enough Italian food. So for our next stop, we're going to Ada to try a fan favorite.
Hi, I'm Riley.
I'm Amy.
And this is 13 Eats. Today we're on your side of town trying out Nona's Trattoria in Ada.
We started it about 6 years ago, and it's going very well. I think the most rewarding thing is that the community has really embraced what we do. They like the food, they like the atmosphere.
Okay, the avocado salad just arrived. What are your first thoughts?
Well, I mean, the presentation is absolutely beautiful. I love all of the colors in it.
This sauce is incredible. I want it smothered on every salad I ever have. It's super acidic. It's got like this zesty, like almost like liminess to it, and I think the avocado is perfect on top. It's that like soft texture and flavor with all the flavors in the dressing. We just taste tested the meatballs and I think they have the most incredible flavor. How would you describe it?
Yeah, so I really enjoyed the sauce. I feel like it tastes so fresh and it's really light. I think with the meatballs, you know, the textures are really great in there too. They're not too dense. I feel like they're actually quite light.
Next we have the chicken scallopini, and I thought the flavor was really incredible on this. The balance between the light pasta and the hearty chicken is really great.
Yeah, so I'm a sucker for any kind of thin pasta. I love this one. I loved how light it is. I love the capers. I think it just had a really, really nice light flavor.
Next we have the veal saltimbocca, and the flavor was so good on this. It's our first time trying veal. What did you think?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, amazing. So yeah, so it's our first time. I think it's a great introduction to it. I love how thin it is. You know, we were told that the name means melt in your mouth, and I think it definitely lives up to that standard. It was delicious, and the texture in our mouth was really good.
Now that we've finished eating, I can completely see why the people of Ada love it here so much.
It is so nice. I feel like this place is really upscale, but in a way that's not, you know, over the top. I think it's a great place for a date night. You could dress up, have some fun with it. At the same time, you can make it more casual, maybe have a lunch or a brunch with friends. It's lovely.
Today we were on your side of town in Ada. Until next time, I'm Riley.
I'm Amy.
And this was 13 Eats. For our next 13 Eats, we asked the people of Wyoming what their favorite spot is, and the answer was overwhelmingly our next destination. Let's try it. We're at the top viewer-submitted restaurant in Wyoming. We're at Lindo, Mexico. What do you think so far?
It is so nice in here. It is so vibrant. The colors are amazing. There's artwork everywhere, and it smells incredible.
It smells really good.
I can't wait to dig in.
Good, how are you? I would say this is a perfect tortilla chip.
It's really nice and crunchy. Like perfect crunch.
Perfect amount of salt. I love it. The chamoy Virgin Rita over here.
Looks amazing.
It looks fantastic.
And it comes frozen.
And this is the horchata, which looks incredible. It looks so sweet and creamy and delicious.
All right, should we cheers? It's so refreshing. It's super fruity.
This is super coconutty. It really tastes like an island, like a little paradise here in Wyoming, Michigan. I love it. Here we have the combination platter. It looks absolutely incredible. We got some tamales, some sopes, some tacos.
We have some sopes here. We've got a lot of cheese, a lot of sour cream.
You ready?
All right, we have our topes, got a tamale.
All right,
Let's cheers.
let's do it. That's really good.
It's got a really nice base to it. I love the meat, and I'm a big fan of sour cream, so I love how much is on there.
This tamale was fantastic. It is super smoky, and the sauce is absolutely delicious. I want it smothered on everything. This El Pastor meat was so good. I highly recommend.
I feel like the mark of good Mexican food is when you like eat it and you get kind of messy, like it's not very clean.
Yes, we used a few napkins. I totally understand now why this place was so highly submitted for the city of Wyoming.
It has the best ambiance, also incredible food, and super nice staff.
Today we were on your side of town at Lindo, Mexico in Wyoming.
Until next time, I'm Amy.
And I'm Riley.
And this is 13 Eats.
Our next stop is on the lakeshore to visit a small but mighty sandwich shop to see if it's worth the trip.
I'm excited, it looks so cute.
It does look adorable. I love the yellow.
Hey guys, I'm Amy.
And I'm Riley.
And we are here at Fatty Lumpkins in Muskegon.
These buildings, actually, a lot of people think they're houses, but they've been both businesses since the 1920s. This one I think I dated back to 1922. Most people remember it as a beauty salon. That's what the velvet and gold leaf wallpaper is from. I have a couple of ladies that came in here and said, oh, I used to sit under the big hair dryer with my curlers on right against that wall.
They're really well known for their sandwiches.
I love a good sandwich. I'm ready to eat.
We have two salads here. One's a pasta salad and one is a chicken salad.
This is the pesto pasta salad. It looks amazing. Super creamy, super fresh. It looks incredible.
I have the chicken salad in front of me right now. There's a lot of goodies in there. Looks like there's maybe some onions, some nuts. Everything looks really creamy and delicious.
All right, here we go.
Let's eat.
Cheers.
Are really good. We just got these two sandwiches. They look so good.
They look amazing. Here we have the How Now Brown Cow, which is roast beef, and it's got some creamy horseradish sauce in there.
This one is the daily special today. It's the Mary Jane. So we've got some bacon, got a lot of pickles, and some tomatoes too. Looks delicious. Look at this, guys. It looks so good. enough talking. We need to dive in because I am really hungry.
That's really good. This is incredible. The bread is still warm, but everything else is cold. It is phenomenal.
Yeah, I feel like the warm bread for that one really it just is a nice contrast. It's perfect.
Okay, Amy. Final thoughts.
Okay, I really love this place. I thought everything was so tasty. It's a really great atmosphere in here, and the people are really kind as well.
I agree. I was a little bit skeptical when we pulled up just because of its size. It is really tiny, but I loved it. The food was amazing, and I see why the people of Muskegon love it here.
Yeah, it's definitely a tiny place that packs a really big punch. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who's coming out to Muskegon.
Agree.
Today we were on your side of town at Fatty Lumpkins in Muskegon.
Until next time, I'm Amy.
And I'm Riley.
And this is 13 Eats.
Last but certainly not least, it's time for my personal favorite 13 Eats because of both the delicious menu and the spooky company. We're headed to Grand Haven for a scary good time. It's time. Today in 13 Eats Spooky Edition, we're headed out to a famed restaurant in Grand Haven, the Kirby House. Their employees tell us they've had some unusual encounters over the years, but before we head there, let's take a look at the history. Located on the corner of South Harbor Drive and Washington Avenue in Grand Haven, the Kirby House is a gorgeous building with a rich history. After the original home on the lot burned down in 1866, the Kirby House was built in 1873, welcoming guests from across the world. Some of the most notable owners were the Schulers, who created their iconic bar cheese right on the second floor of the building. They were the ones who decided the building should be used as a restaurant. The Kirby House has been operating since 1989, when the Gilmore Collection bought the building and refurbished it, becoming beloved in the Grand Haven community. But for many in the area, the Kirby has a reputation apart from their delicious menu items, something much more eerie.
If you are interested in haunted stuff, then you definitely know that the Kirby is haunted.
We talked with Amber Rose Hammond, a paranormal researcher and author who has been investigating ghost stories and legends in Michigan for over 20 years.
I had a lot of friends that would get jobs there, and they'd start talking about these weird little things that would happen, like hearing their name called out when the place was closed and turning around and no one's there, seeing an apparition of a little girl go zipping past them, and always at unexpected moments.
Hammond explained what sort of paranormal encounters we should look out for on our visit.
The number one experience that people have reported is the ghost of Emily. They just named her that, but they've always felt that it was this ghost of a young girl. I've had people throughout the years tell me that the building used to have a third floor, and so there is a staircase that kind of goes to nowhere. And I had a friend say that he saw this apparition just kind of run around the corner and go straight up into that third floor to nowhere.
We got a tour through the restaurant from the general manager, Tim Riley, and he showed us all the highlights of this beautiful old building.
Just such a cool space.
It is, it's beautiful.
These stones you're seeing were laid in 1873.
Next, we met a longtime employee who has witnessed many ghost encounters herself.
I've worked here for about 10 years.
She told us all about what it's like working at one of West Michigan's most haunted attractions.
It's mainly like voices, like lights flickering, just really bizarre things that you try to rationalize, but you can't.
Taylor says the encounters are not quite as frightening as they once were.
It's more or less like, leave me alone, I'm not in the mood for it.
One story has stuck with her all these years.
It was just a balloon that was floating at this level, and it was just floating around the restaurant.
She believes the balloon incident could have been the ghost of Emily. A medium who visited the restaurant told Taylor there was a young bride haunting the halls who was apparently killed when she was pushed down the stairs. We're not just here for the tricks, we're here for the treats too. Let's chat with their chef, Butcher, who presented some of their most popular dishes and gave us a tour of his kitchen.
Beef burrito here, topped with cashews, out the door she goes. Coconut herb pesto on top, phenomenal.
During our trip, there was one room in particular that our paranormal expert and our staff guide told us to look out for.
They do have a private, a wine room that people can rent out and use in the basement. And there's been a lot of apparitions seen in that room.
So naturally, that's where we decided to enjoy our feast. But before we could dive in, it was time to dispel these ghost rumors for ourselves.
Now we're entering what management tells us is the scariest room in this whole restaurant. We're in the wine cellar right now. And I brought this handy little device, an EMF reader, to kind of see how much energy is in this room. So let's fire it up. Maybe we have hungry ghosts on our hands. They're just like us. Yep, a lot of readings by each plate.
With a few extra guests joining us, it was finally time to find out if the restaurant wasn't just scary, but scary good.
Let's dive in. All right, so this is their burrito. That was really good. I feel like this is the perfect classic stir fry. Don't judge my chopstick skills. So good. I'm really excited to try this one. It's kind of like a play on steak sort of, but it's like fried cauliflower. And the ghosts are really enjoying it too. That was really good. I feel like I was gonna miss like a protein aspect to this, like some sort of meat, but I feel like you get it all with the cauliflower. They really dressed it up. I love the balsamic on top, the pesto. This is delicious.
In all, we definitely recommend a visit to the Kirby House in Grand Haven, even if you have some spooky encounters while you're there. Thanks for joining us for a culinary cruise across West Michigan. Stay tuned for more delicious dining in the future. If you want to see more 13 Eats and you want to send us your restaurant recommendations for our next trip, text EATS to 559-1310, because here on 13 Eats, we're always hungry.